Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith and the Black channel here at Ticker Talker, and it is back and forth week. And let's take a look yesterday, right after the report. Oh yeah, here come the tax man. Boom, all right? And so SPY fell apart yesterday, but you can see here, still on the weekly, inside week. Right, it's going to be so that's coming into the last week of the month. You see, there's still bright green on the month, so no problems there. So just look, you can see this up, down, back, and doing nothing. So oftentimes in a range, that's what you do. You're just going to go back and forth until you get out of it. Right now, though, heading towards the highs of the week, and you can see this. If you go to your 60, you're going to see this. I get this question all the time. Does this count? This was the close yesterday, inside 60. I'm like, it does, right on the opening. So when it opens here, boom, that's 2112 reversal back up. As soon as that took that out, and you can see that's a nice run here. Looking to see if we can go take these guys out. And so you can see this right where the news hit, right, is where you want to know about, right? That's a continuity level. So we're taking that back up, and so we'll see how that goes if you go to QQQ. Q's, it's also still inside day, back and forth we go. Slightly took out last week's lows, right? And so the potential now is 2 up, 2 down, and boom, back into the highs with you. Here you go. Here's your broadening formation. Couldn't quite take out those lows, but once again, just like the SPY, inside, boom, back up. So we'll see. We have no reversals against us so far. And now we got a new 60-minute. We'll see if we can go take out these guys. You can see right where that news hit was right into here. Now trying to take out that level right back where we started. If we go to discernibly, when you're looking through, like I talk about this all the time, is that you go looking at all the sectors to see what's going on. And if you will, you're going to see this. You're going to see XLF taking out yesterday's highs, inside day to the upside, FAS. Here, bright green on the inside day. So the financials coming up. How's KIE? KIE a little bit in KRE. Here, regional banks coming up nice and strong here too. So what that tells you, you can also look at, when you have something like across the board like that, that's when you go look at some triples like DPST, right? It's a little fast here, but you can see this low 217 up to 241 here, and now inside on the 60 to see if that keeps going. It's pretty fast. Let's see if there was anything in on there. 15ers. Yeah, it was a little fast on that one, so you'd have to be quick. But you've got like SIVB here just ripping into the highs and now stalling out here inside on the 60. So it's a Friday. You want to make sure these things keep going, but we came out pretty gangbusters here on the opening. So we'll see Q's and SPY, though, still staring near the highs. And here's what you can look for too. Look at this. It opened on the high yesterday and then closed near the low. This is a kicker right there. As soon as that takes that out, that's something I want to know about, because anybody long got dumped out here yesterday and anybody short could stay short. But then boom, as soon as it goes here, off to the races. So if you go to like PNC Bank, there you go. All the KREers coming up here. How's JP Morgan doing? JP Morgan looking for an outside day. Goldman Sachs, a little bit. Morgan Stanley, and you can see a lot of this stuff going inside on the 60. That's something I want to pay attention to going forward. Morgan Stanley, how you doing? And Morgan Stanley also just stalling out just a little bit here. Market's still going though, so that's good. If we go to MVIS. MVIS for those apes, Reddit boys all over this thing, and you can see this outside week. So once this thing's turned green on the week, that's something I'd want to know about, because we know outside bars exist. And you can see similar here. It opened yesterday and then came back in, and then today, boom, right back off to the races. But like a lot of these things, they came out firing pretty quick. But you did have this, the inside 30. Boom, but now you got a new 60 starting to come in a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. If we go to Spotify. And Spotify, like a lot of things, stalling out on your 60. If you go to here, Spotify. So here on the 60, you're going to see this. Takes out the previous high, takes out the previous low. Now, if you can retake this, that would get my attention, because then we'd be looking to make an outside bar of that. So this would need to take this out the next hour. 280, 389. Otherwise, you might get yourself an insider here. As you can see, like a lot of things here, still inside month, right? So you expect this back and forth, and you see the weekly still red, and try to take them all out, and then right back in and up into here, and just back and forth we go, and then right back to the middle of this range would be the issue here on a lot of things. If we go to SYPR, and SYPR, and this was a gap list. As you can see, the gap and go and took off here a little bit, but then stalls out. And if you go to the monthly here, you're going to see the higher high and the lower low after the inside bar, and this is the mother bar of that. So what that means is oftentimes when you get stuck in here, the price discovery is going to start over again, and you're going to see this. The higher high, then take these guys out, lower low, then back higher high, and you're going to see that internal broadening formation there. So now the new 60 starting to come in, but I believe we had a nice 30-minute entry right here, inside 30. Boom. That was above 380, went up to over 575. You'll also hear me talk about a sideways 60-minute. So on a 60-minute chart, it's not going to show an inside 60. However, the 30, these two are inside of that, and that's a 60-minute period. So on a different, if you updated it differently, this would be an inside 60 and took off. We'll see what comes of that. If we go to BTX, and BTX is having a nice day here, outside monther. All right, just nice long green bar. You can see this inside day. That was nice yesterday. Now trying to follow through. We'll see now it's stalling out just a tad. Here was your inside 30 right here. But anything that's nice and long and green, that's something I want to know about. See if it sets up later in the day. If we go to laser. And laser now coming in. But you can see this inside day here. Right? And so this is a measured move. Up, sideways, measured move. You can take this distance and do it again, right? And if that works, it's going to cause that outside week, which we got. Still red on the month, but we're looking, when this thing took off like that, looking to go outside week, did it. Now stalling out a bit. And once again, here's how you enter on the 30. Take out the high, take out the low, boom. These become an outside bar of all that. If we go to FDS, write this down. FDS. I don't know what got into this thing, but off she goes. Nice inside weaker you got there. Boom. Inside weak, and this thing just flew. Here, if you're on this thing for whatever reason, there's your 2 down, 2 up on the 30. What does a 15 look like in this thing? Straight up. All right. Looks like I might have to go down to a 5-minute and see if there's anything in there. Little tough. Here was an inside fiver, but little quick on that one. But any thing that's moving this much, I certainly gets my attention to keep an eye on for jumping around. If we go to NET, and NET here now coming back in on the 60. So we got like a lot of these things. You got a nice push and then a stall out. So we'll have to see if that sets up again, because here what you're seeing here is the outside month, pokes down. Boom, there's your reversal here. Over 77.49, just running out a month and now stalling out like a lot of things up here. Qs look like they're stalling out just a tad here. Google going to the highs here. How's Gig doing? And Google still kind of stuck, but warming up, trying to go into the highs after the inside month to the upside. All right, so there you go. If we go to Humana. Humana, not doing too much, but we've been on this thing because we're looking to take this out. 449.28. What did it do today? Missed it by 8 cents because of this outside month, then the 2 down, the reversal for these to become an outside bar of that. Almost making it. And if you look at the daily here, we want to do this 2 up, 2 down. Now we're looking to do that. Take this out and these become an outside bar of that. You can watch that with XLV and the rest of those friends over there. If we go to AFRM. All right, this one continuing a little bit more, and you can see outside week, setting up the hammer monther for next month, and coming back through previous range. So you always want to look for previous ranges like so. Be like, where's the top of the broadening formation? I see the bottom, but I don't see the top. You're about to. Let's go take these guys out. 74.97. Give me 74.98. See if there's any better entries on this. 60 stalled out for a little bit. And looks like RevStrat 30 here. A little tricky, but we'll see. If we go to EW. And EW. Known about this one all month long. Inside month, down. RevStrat month here as soon as it takes this out. 86.88, trading 97.64. Sounds like a good deal to me and still going. If we go to ECL, MVIS goes to the highs. ECL, and here, once again, inside month, pokes down, 1, 2, 2, RevStrat back up, and now having a nice day after an outside day to the downside. Stop them all out, and then boom, off she goes. Right now, looking to see if they can get this 30 going off of this. 2 up, 2 down for the next half an hour over 226.64. And there you go. If we go to Danaher, DHR. And DHR, here you go on the monther. The 2-2 reversal back through the previous range and into the highs. It hits magnitude. It does its job. And still, so far, still going. We'll see if that sets up and takes out that 30. Just some exhaustion risk going into the highs. If we go to STX. And STX, just exhaustion risk. We call this the Momo Hammer. All right, last month, if anybody stayed short, thinking this thing was going to roll back down, they got steamrolled this month, as you can see. Boom, off she goes. Pretty strong. We'll see if this goes inside 30. It's already inside 30 here. So we'll see what goes on with that. If we go to, what's this TMCI thing doing? Oop, new issue, nothing there. If we go to, not too much on the downside today. Cyber. Here, Cyber. Inside week, inside month. So we can look for things to go back and forth while they're doing that. It's consolidating. So as much as it looks like it's going to go somewhere much like this week in the broader average market, here you go. Stop them out. Not strong enough to take that. 2 up, 2 down day. Boom. Now looking to see if we can take this out here below 139.61. If we go to ARCT. Not totally getting killed, but it is 2 down on the month. It's red on the week, and you had it pop up here. This is an outside day. 3, 2 up, and boom. So now below here, looking to finish the job. Below 37.17, looking to take these guys out. 35.28. So you got a little bit more to keep an eye on right now, trying to go inside on the 30. If we go to BDX, and BDX inside weaker. We were watching this monther, but then it counters, right? Always want to know about that counter. Starting to fight back here a little bit, so not too much going on with BDX. We'll see. If we go to QQQ, going to the highs. Go to Clorox. Clorox having a rough one here, coming in right now. Boom, off the 60. Inside 60 down. Inside 60 and down right now, right? Red on the month, just not doing much over there, not doing much on the week, but you can see this daily now trying to come down and take these guys out off the inside 60 down. If you go to LMT, 2-2 weak to the downside, now inside on the 60, so we can see how that breaks. MVIS, what you doing, boy? MVIS, there you go. Nice 1-bar RevStrat 15er here. Inside bar. Then once this pokes down and goes green, we're looking to become an outside bar right here. Boom, off she goes. If we go to Kimberly-Clark. Kimberly-Clark, some XLP stuff having some issues, just kind of sitting there for now. And we'll see if we can take that 60 down. Let's see what else is going on. Looks like the market is firming up and staying strong and doing what we're looking for to do. SPY doing this. Here, taking out this. Right now, these are outside bar of all that. We've reclaimed all that kind of stuff. Going towards the highs, QQQ. Going to do the same here. It looks like going to take all that kind of stuff out. Still no reversal, and that's why we continue to watch these 60s every time they start over again. Still good. All right. I hope everybody had a great week and has an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith, the Smith Black Channel here at Ticker Tacker Strat Time Report.